Hey YouTube, coming at you from upstate New York here. Going to do a review of my 2021 F-150 XLT. Let you know what I love and what I hate about it, and would I or wouldn't I buy this vehicle again. Um, we'll go over the spec sheet with some pricing and what the features and options are on it. This is a 2021 XLT F-150. Um, I was looking for something with a max trailer tow package, and I actually found the last one in the state. I bought it almost 4 months ago. Got a little over 10,000 miles on it. Uh, they're a tough vehicle to find right now with the back orders and on parts for Ford. They got acres and acres at their Kentucky plants backed up, and I was actually looking for a Lariat, and there was one XLT available that I could locate. It has quite a few features that came with it. The package, I think, is a 502A, but we'll look at that inside of it. And then really the only thing I really miss is that this one doesn't have leather seats, but the new interiors are hard to even describe next to what normal velour interiors are. Let me do a quick go around here. This is the sport model with a 4x4. It does have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, which is required for the max trailer tow package. They upped the power this year up to 500 pounds of foot-pounds of torque, and it says 400 horsepower. Depending on the cab configuration, they're rated anywhere from 13.2 to 14,000 pounds of towing capacity, which is crazy for an F-150. But I was interested in looking at diesels as well too. We have a camper we pull that weighs about 8,000 pounds when it's loaded up. I had a 14 F-150 with a 5 liter. Wasn't spec'd very heavy. It was rated for around 7,800 pounds of towing, and I even put airbags in it, and the towing was just terrible with my camper. So this one's at 14,000 pounds, and I'm not gonna say I don't know what's there, but it pulls that so nice up the road that it's just, there's not even a comparison. I've had a 2004 F-350 diesel, and this is rated higher than that was from the factory for towing. It's just crazy what they can do. This has the roll stability control as well too, so depending when you go around a corner, if it senses that the equalization of the body frame is higher on one side than the other, it lowers the shocks so it stays level. It's just crazy all the stuff that goes on with these things every second when you're driving one. It's kind of scary to think that all this stuff is going on if something goes bad. So I did buy the extended warranty with it. Was able to talk them down a little bit on that as well too. Show the tailgate. This is the easy down tailgate. It also is electric, so you can open it from inside. Got some stuff in here. We're getting ready to go camping. So that's a nice feature there. Got a couple things here, so you can put a clamp on it for the tailgate. It's not like the tailgates on some of the other manufacturers. They have all these different scenarios where you can up and down with them, but I do have the tie downs in there on the side. This does have a 110 outlet. Has an inverter, 400 amp inverter in it. So the outlet's there. I haven't used it yet, but it's there in case you ever need it. We did have a power outage the other night with a storm. I have a house generator, but I said, well, if we need to turn on for a second, one or two things, I can plug something in. This is not the hybrid, which has 220 outlets as well too, but it's enough for what I'm going to do with it, I guess. Has bed lighting as well. These tie downs are nice on the side, as well as it has, the standard tie downs as well in the corners. The higher ones are nice. Outside of that, this is a 5.5 foot bed. It's not. I would have liked the 6.5, but again, there wasn't any of these trucks available in the state. I'll toss this on here. So the outlet is for a 7-pin, and if you want to run a 4-pin, you have to use an adapter. It comes from Ford. This is what it is. I'm not crazy about that. I used to like to have a Ford pin adapter on there as well too, but This is another, I really don't know. I haven't looked into this much what this is. This is for some setup with cameras, I think, for your trailer and such like that, if you want to pull a trailer with cameras attached to it so you can see it on your screen. This is just for your spare, unlock your spare tire. I got my drop hitch. I'm getting ready to go. Like I said, getting ready to go to the campsite, so I got my drop cart up there. This has the blacked out wheels, which were part of the sport package on this. Was real nice. Didn't have a sliding glass window, which I really hardly ever use anyways. Actually, they seem to leak a little bit of air once in a while when I did have one. It does have the 4G capabilities in here for Wi-Fi as well. Never really used that, but they did redesign everything this year. A lot of aluminum in these trucks. One of the reasons I bought one, just because where I live, they use a lot of salt, and vehicles don't seem to last that long. I'm gonna pop the hood on it here. Truck's black, obviously, so they don't stay as clean as, well, they stay as clean as anything else, but they just show it a lot more. 3.5 EcoBoost, 500 foot-pounds of torque, and 400 horsepower. More than anybody really needs for a gas vehicle, I would think. It is peppy, very peppy, and has a bunch of different modes you can use. We'll go through those when I show you the interior. But yeah, very peppy truck. So let's jump on inside and see what we got here. I use this truck, so it's not as clean as I'm sure some of them are, but I use, I drive it quite a bit. This one has the push start right there, and you have to push your foot on the brake. Push it up. It's 80 some degrees out here, I think, so we'll get the air conditioning going. 84. It's a new big screen for 21. What they did with the XLTs this year is they put a lot of standard features that were in the Lariat packages on the XLTs. Like this has full LED lighting in this package for headlights, which is nice and really bright. I call them day makers, like I had on my Harley. It's a pretty nice interior. This is, I'm going to verify which package this is. I think it's the 502A. I'm sorry, 302A is the name of this package. I think the 502 is a Lariat. So yeah, this is a 302A package on the XLT. I stand corrected. I think they look pretty similar. It has a leather wrapped steering wheel. You know, this package had quite a bit. The only thing it didn't have was the leather seats, but the interior is sweet. Got my dog with some stuff here for my dog. You know, it's a little bit different for something that's not leather. Plenty of room in the back seat. I've got the dog bed back there because we're going to take the dog camping with us. Seats are folded up, and I'll go through the back seat here in a few minutes to show you all that. This does not have the sunroof in it. My other truck did. I don't think I opened it 2 times the whole time I had it, so it was more so just an option that cost money that never got used. Pretty standard stuff up here, just lights to turn on. This has the blind spot alert systems, which is a camera that's behind the rear view mirror that watches everything. And the sway assist, I think, as well too, or the side to side. We'll go through the sheet on that so I can show you. All the future comforts you'd imagine of a vehicle that's brand new, I guess. This one has the Pro Trailer Assist as well too for backing up. Personally, I would never probably use it. I have a Class A CDL, so I just assumed it'd feel weird for me to go the other way. But again, this truck was on a lot. You know, it's an additional charge, you know, to have this, but it is what it is. I guess it'll help on the resale or trade-in when I do it. But let me go through some engine modes on the transmission and the engine to show you what it has and what it is. It's on the drive mode switch, which is a 4-wheel drive switch. You just turn it; it turns either way. That's how you get into 4-wheel drive as well too. So let's go through some of these. Normal drive mode. Every time you turn that, it'll go to whatever mode is that you're currently in. So we'll do it again. That's normal. The next one is a tow haul. The next one is the eco. That just keeps it in a higher gear while you're driving. Helps a little bit. You can see that I'm averaging 21.8 miles a gallon. Yeah, I mean, I don't hammer on this thing at all. When I'm out on the highway, I'm within 4 or 5 miles an hour of the speed limit. So 65, I might be running 69, 70. So, and I don't need to go crazy taking off and stopping and starting. And my previous life, I used to drag race a lot, built race cars, and did a lot of things with that. So I've gone fast plenty in my life, legally on the track, so I don't need to do it too much on the road as well too. So again, that's the eco mode. I do use that quite a bit. Here's a sport mode. This one holds gears a lot longer, changes the sensitivity of the accelerator pedal, responds a lot quicker, and it is snappy when you run it. You can definitely tell a difference. Suspension stiffens up, the steering wheel stiffens up with it, so it's kind of neat. I'm sure you'll get a little worse gas miles with that too, because once you play with it, it's fun. It's real easy to lose some gas miles with that. So that's a sport. That's everything that way. We're going to go the other way with the dial. I was going to the right. I'm going to go to the left now. There's slippery. It puts in 4-wheel drive when you do that. So it says 4 high. Let's get this back here. Deep sand. Again, 4-wheel drive. Deep snow and sand. And this is mud and ruts. Again, 4-wheel drive, 4 high. That's all of them. Mud ruts, deep snow and sand, slippery, normal, tow haul, eco, sport. Yep, so that's all of them. And they really make a difference. I mean, it changes things a lot. So it tells you when it's going back into 2-wheel drive. This has the backup assist on the camera as well too. It's a neat feature. This also has that auto start and stop as well. Feature I don't like. I wind up always driving somewhere, and when I come to a light or a stop sign, and it cuts off, I'm like, crap. And then I push the button, and as long as you have it running for that trip or whatever, and you have that light off, it'll stay off. I think you could probably program it to stay off all the time. But anybody that's looking for a tuner for something like this, I don't think that they broke the codes for the ECMs yet. And I know they can do a lot with these, boost control and turn up the boost or whatever they're going to do, through the boost control and program. But, keeping in mind that you can have some warranty issues, obviously, but I'm not endorsing that. Just saying that there's, things out there in the past for that. Go through these a little bit. I'm in here with have my phone in here, so it has a regular audio, so you can turn the radio on or off. CarPlay, which is really neat. Anything that's on your phone screen can wind up on the screen in here. And this is a really nice big screen. Lights up, navigation, loads of map. Favorites, you can see all the menus on there that you want to do. There's more things that you can do with this that I'm not even going to go over here that you could look up. There's hundreds of features that you can use in these settings to change different settings features as well. So a lot of stuff going on there. I'm going to put it in reverse so you can see the camera. This does have the brake controller built in as well too, which is nice. When you hook up to a trailer, it has a menu. They want to know if it's a default trailer, if it's one you program, because you can put the length of the trailer in here as well too. That's all for this Pro Trailer Assist for backing up. It stores all that information. You can name the trailers, and if you decide to use that, you pick the trailer once you hooked up that trailer connector, and it tells you which one to pick, and it'll automatically adjust the settings to the length of the vehicle for backing up. You just turn this. So instead of turning the steering wheel the opposite way of where you want the trailer to go, when you let off the steering wheel, and after this is engaged, and you actually turn the dial the same direction you want the back of the trailer to go in. So if you want the back of the trailer to go to the right, you turn it to the right, which is in a vehicle, a car, combination vehicle, you turn it to the left, opposite. So HVAC settings, I mean, they're probably similar in most vehicles. USB port. This does have the 400 watt inverter in it, so it's got AC plug-in back there, as well as there's one behind this console here for the passengers on the back. This has that selector shifter that turns down. I'm sure most people have seen these if you're looking for a truck. Ford with a new system. So you just hit this button right here, and it goes down. And you get a complete flat surface here. This truck really doesn't have the. It's weird why they got this that goes down, because my truck actually doesn't have the center console that flips oppositely, that comes down and makes a whole table. This one just goes up and down. So I'm not sure if that's just something because they're already built in the factory like that and they just do it. But it's got a nice console, center console here for everything. A little tray in there. This is nice for the phone. This is nice for the phone here. So there's a few different things. Here's your manual mode. Like if you choose to put the truck in manual mode and shift the gears yourself, there's the up and down over on this side. So it's pretty sweet. It's nice. It's got two different glove boxes here. Oh, here it is. That one opens up with a button right here. And one right here. A lot of storage in these. A lot of storage. So let me go ahead and put this in reverse so you can see what this looks like. I got my trailer behind me, and you can see the black line there. Wherever you turn the wheel is where that black line goes. You can see my hitch right here, and right there is my hitch, and that's where I'd be going to. You can also increase the view so you can see the hitch even better. There's a camera button right here. It's a little camera. You push that, and then there's a plus button right here. Change that, and it brings the view right to the top of the ball. So when you back up, I'll back up right now. You got a bird's eye view of exactly where you need to be. Right there. It's really cool. And then you can change the view back again by pushing this button. And then you see got the whole reverse view. So it's really neat. When you're hooked up, it'll say that you're hooked up. This one automatically put the brake on for me. So it's a very neat optioned out truck. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Go ahead and look at the optioned out sheet here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to take the phone off of the holder here. Excuse me for a second. See a little better. All right, so a lot of these things are pretty self-explanatory. Daytime running lights, easy fuel capless filler. That just means there's no gas cap. It's just got a little green flap there. Fog lights, frame. It has the auto high beam, so when that's activated, all you do is throw the lever forward and it turns your high beams on. And when there's a car coming, or if you're coming into town and it senses any lights, it turns your high beams off for you without you having to activate them yourself. You can get spoiled with that, so be careful. Manifold mirrors. So one thing I do miss with my Lariat is that if I do want to get out and move these mirrors, I have to push them out or fold the mirrors in manually, which is not a big deal. But you know, when you're going to park somewhere or anything like that, it is what it is, I guess. Power tailgate. This is a switch in here for that. These are the lights for the mirrors and everything for the headlights as well too. So you can dim up and dim down. The box light, parking brake. Down lower is the hood latch. Can't really see that in the dark, I guess. And the telescoping wheel is right here as well. The trailer park brake right there. The gain is right there, the positive and the negative signs. So if you want to make it a little more current going to the brakes and stop your trailer, it's better. Okay, so trailer shade control, same thing. That can be turned off, turned on and turned off. You know, if you have something in your vehicle like distribution bars or airbags, you probably want to turn the trailer sway off because it's going to work against that system. One touch up down passenger windows. So one thing I'll say about that is it's nice to have. For some reason in the 21 models, if you hold the button too long, it throws the setting off and the window doesn't want to go all the way back up by itself. I had to go in one time and have it, they call it reinitiating it. They just plug in and scan it and they put them back up and reset the parameters of it. It's kind of weird. I've never had that happen before, but that's something, I guess. I guess I'll mark that in the column. One thing I don't like as well as the powerful mirrors, but I can't control that, and that's the package it came with, so it is what it is. Rear bench seats fold up, fold down, power locks, dualizer vanity mirrors. Illuminated entry is nice. It lights up all LED. It's nice when it comes in. Compass, trip computer, power points, 12 volt tilt. That's pretty simple. Auto hold. What that is that if you let your foot off your brake while it's in gear, the vehicle won't go anywhere. So that's kind of nice. Auto start stop tech. I don't like that feature, but it's something that I guess can be turned off. I haven't looked into it too much, but I turn it off when I get in the vehicle after I realize it stopped. The blind spot with cross traffic alert. There's little lights in the mirrors that show a vehicle in orange. If one's too close to you, it'll light up in orange, and it'll flash. If you put your turn signal on to turn into it, it'll start flashing at you. And then when the vehicle's at a safe distance behind you or in front of you, the light will go off, so it's kind of nice. Dynamic hitch assist, we just showed you that. Shift on the fly. Forward pass connect, we talked about that with a modem in it. Gas charge shocks, lane keeping system. Lane keeping system, what that does is the vehicle will, if you drift and you have a light grip on the wheel or no grip on the wheel, it'll come up and say something to you like move safely over or something like that. Or I've seen it before. I don't know if it's in this one or not. You know, stop for a coffee break, and it's kind of weird. So if you start swaying, it's going to know that it pulls an algorithm what your normal driving habits are, and it'll beep and give you a message. At some point, I guess it will correct itself a little bit and try to bring the wheel back as well too if you're too far over for too long. Post collision braking.
It seems kind of weird why it will stop after you wreck, but what that means is if you do get in an accident and the airbags go off, the vehicle brakes itself so you don't hit something else after that. It's kind of neat. I mean, especially if you get knocked out, it stops the vehicle. That's kind of nice. Pre-collision assist. It'll notify if you're too close to something. With auto electronic braking system, it'll put the brakes on. Reverse brake assist. I guess if you get too close to something, like I'm too close to the trailer, it was putting the brake on. Do that as well too. So reverse sensing and rear view camera. We just showed you that. Select shift is that shift when you put it in manual, and you can shift it yourself. The advanced track with roll stability control. That's a system I talked about when I was walking around the outside. That if the vehicle's not level, it'll adjust the suspension so you stay level. So it helps with not rolling the vehicle. Airbags, quite a few of them. Perimeter alarm. What that is there's any entry to the vehicle. So anything's touched, the alarm will go off. Also, what that does is if your vehicle's not locked and you walk away with the key, it's going to lock the vehicle until you get close again. Just for that. SOS post crash alert system. It calls the cops, if you have an accident. Tire pressure monitors. Most vehicles have those nowadays. Just tells you if the vehicle's low on air and which direction it is. This is the 302A group I talked to you about. The XLT series is $5,730 option. This one has Sirius, sync, side mirror spotlights, remote start system, which is nice, and LED box system, or box lighting. The 3.5 Eco is an upcharge. This has a 20-inch tires, which are super, super nice. This thing rides better than our other car. Our other car has an L on the grill, the front grill. That tells you anything, and this vehicle rides so much nicer. We take it all the time instead of the other vehicle. S355s, I think you have to have that package for the max trailer tow package. This has they either come with a 7,000, somewhere 6,750, I think, somewhere 7,000, somewhere 7,050 for the gross vehicle weight rating package. So it's got the heavier package for hauling. License plate bracket, because I'm in New York State, you have to have them. 50 state emissions, onboard 400-watt outlet. Connected built-in with navigation, that's $800 option. The max trailer tow package is $19.95. I think last year, the year before, was like $14.95, but it is what it is. I had to have it. There's not any around to be had. I've been getting calls from dealers that would like to buy this vehicle back for more than what I paid for it, actually. And I traded in a 2014 F-150 with 100,000 miles, and the way things are right now with used vehicles, I still got $20,000 for it on a trade-in. It was an extended cab. It was in nice shape, no rust or anything, but that really helped. It was paid for, so it was nice to have. Integrated trailer brake controller. We showed you that there. That's so you can adjust the gain for your electric brakes. The manual telephone with power glass. So the mirror itself is power, so you can turn them in and out in the cab, but you still have to manually push them out. So they're all the way in right now. Those mirrors will extend out another like 3 or 4 inches to go wider for towing. That's one way you can tell with someone that has a tow package with these mirrors on the Fords. If it's just a smaller mirror and it's attached right to the side of the vehicle, doesn't have the heavy tow package, and they got these these mirrors, you can tell it's got the heavier tow package. It's funny, but it's just the way Ford. You can acknowledge it with Fords. I never looked, but I just saw this. The 265 70 18-inch tire for a spare. I have 20s on the vehicle, so I'm not sure. I have to look at that. XLT Sport Package, appearance package, is $300. It's nice. Everything's blacked out. Or they call it murdered out. 20-inch 6-spoke dark alloy wheels. Those are nice. I like those a lot. And the Max Trailer Tow Package, which I'm glad it does, and I've had this in all my vehicles. This has the extended range 36-gallon fuel tank, which is nice. I mean, really nice. They're great to have because you don't have to stop so much. And I drive quite a bit. So right now I'm on. I got 7/8 of a tank, I still got 568 miles left to go. So when it was full, it was up for 700 miles. So it was kind of nice. So that's it for about that. You know, bought it at, I'm not being endorsed by this, but about Simmons, Rockwell, and Bath, New York. Good folks. I bought a lot of vehicles there. So here's the price. $58,585 minus $2,000 for some kind of discount for the XLT High Chrome or Sport package. So $56,585, and I got another $5,000 off. I think I got it for right around $51, which I thought was a good deal. You know, had a $20,000 trade too, so it really wasn't hateful to buy a new vehicle for this. But anyways, I guess the question of the day: would I buy this vehicle again? Yep, without a doubt. It rides like a Cadillac. Strong pulling vehicle, a lot of options in it. It's an XLT, but I'd still buy it again. Like I said, the only thing that's really missing I didn't get that I wanted was the leather and the powerful mirrors, but hey, I can deal with that. I got all the features that I really wanted, and I like everything about it except for those couple things, you know, which are not deal breakers at all. And I would highly recommend it, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps my channel out. Thanks out. Peace out.